Joe. Crazy Joe. Yeah, I'm Crazy Joe. I be running through the snow. Got no pants, got no shirt, got no mother.
Good morning. Welcome back to Crazy Joe's Concession Stand. I'm Crazy Joe. And as you know, if you've been around this channel for a while, I am a theater enthusiast. I like to get out to the theater. I like to see my movies on the big screen. Whenever I hear people say, was this worthy of seeing in the theater? Is this something you could wait for streaming? I'm always like, every movie is worth seeing on the big screen. Good movies are worth seeing on the big screen. Bad movies are worth being seen on the big screen. You want to check out a movie the way the filmmaker intended, and they're made to be seen on the big screen. Well, theater enthusiast that I am, I unfortunately missed a couple of high-profile films this year because of my injury. Several months ago, destroyed my elbow. I needed to have surgery to fix my elbow. Was in a cast for about a month, and I could not drive, which meant I could still get out to the movies occasionally, but I needed to find a ride. I was not self-sufficient, so I didn't get to see everything I would have liked to have seen. And one movie that I missed is now available on 4K disc, and our friends at Universal sent me a review copy. So I am finally, after all these months, catching up with Megan 2.0. Now, let's get one thing straight here. If you look at the title, if you look what I typed in for the title, it says Megan with an E. I noticed they always spell this title M3GAN. That is not a 3. It is a stylized E, unless you turn it this way and it's a Roman numeral 3. But they don't use a 3 in the Megan font, so I don't understand why everybody spells it with a 3. So I used an E, because that, to me, that's a stylized E, unless we're going Roman numerals. I don't know. But this is a movie I did want to see on the big screen. I was a fan of the original, and I was looking forward to checking out the sequel, and I did not. But it is now on 4K. Thank you to Universal for sending me this review copy. And let's take a look. First of all, this was a very divisive movie. It did not do well. The first movie was a big hit. Second movie was not a big hit. And I know people that really liked this movie. I know people that hated this movie. And I was curious to see where I was going to fall on that. Now, one complaint we have heard is that it abandoned the horror genre, and it's an action film. It kind of went Terminator 2. Megan is now the good guy. There is an evil robot named Amelia, and Megan is now the protector who's been brought online to protect them from this other robot. So it's gone the Terminator 2 route. A lot of people did not like that and were like, well, the first one was a horror film. This one is not a horror film. What were they doing? You can't just swap genres out. I'll tell you, when I heard that, I had no problem with it. I had no issue with it. You know, I don't care if it's a horror film or an action film. All I care about is it a good film. You know, you can swap the genre and make it good. Or you can swap the genre and make it not good. And that's just what I wanted to know. Was it good? I didn't care if it was a horror film or not. And I got to tell you, I was very disappointed by this film. And the change of genre from horror to action has nothing to do with it. I just found the film kind of dull. I mean, the action wasn't anything that I haven't seen before. The story was very reminiscent of Terminator 2, and the evil robot is now the good robot and the protector. I mean, I did feel like I kind of saw it before. There wasn't the same amount of humor that we had the first time. Like, I don't know. Like, this is not an awful movie by any means. Like, I didn't hate this movie, but I just felt kind of like I'm going to join with the people who didn't care for this film. Now, I know my friend Little Movie Perp, he really liked it. So I don't know. Your mileage may vary. But let's talk about the disc. It's on 4K. It looks great. You do get a... oh, look at this. I'm sorry. The 4K disc is still in my player. I forgot to take it out. So you get a 4K disc and a Blu-ray. I'm sorry. Should have had that there. That's a screw up. But anyway, 4K disc, Blu-ray disc. A lot of times you don't get the Blu-ray anymore. They just give you one disc. This is giving you both discs. And you get a digital code that redeems in 4K quality. There are also several special features on here. Let me see, which of these will you be able to see more clearly without a glare? There, can you read that without glare? Can you read that without glare? Which I think that looks better for you. Okay, so I'll hold that up. Includes the unrated and theatrical versions of the film. I watched the theatrical because I figure let's experience it the way everyone else did if I'm going to review it. Total upgrade, making Megan 2.0, spelled with a 3. Like I said, they don't spell it that way in the opening font, but there they do. They spell it with a 3. Making Megan 2.0, Droid DNA, The Art of Slaying, Scene Breakdown, Embrace AI Convention. I watched some of these special features. They're pretty well done. Interviews with the costume designers, the actress who plays Megan, the Allison Williams. You get pretty good making of. So some nice bonus features. The disc looks great. The image quality is great. And I don't think if you like this movie, I don't think you'll be disappointed with this presentation of it. But it is a divisive film. So I don't know. Again, your mileage may vary. I didn't love it, but I know people that did. But it's available now, and I'm glad I finally got to check it out. I'm disappointed I didn't see it on the big screen. I would have liked to have seen it on the big screen, but it was not to be. But I have seen it, and thank you to Universal for sending me a copy. There you go. Megan 2.0 available now. I read somewhere that if they do a third one, it's going to go back to its horror roots. So there you have it. If you were upset about the genre change, supposedly it's going to go back the other way next time. But this is out now. Check it out. Megan 2.0. All right, everyone. Thank you. Keep wearing those pajamas.
Keep wearing those pajamas with the plastic feet. Keep wearing those pajamas. Tell everyone you meet. Keep wearing those pajamas with the back door flap. Keep wearing those pajamas. Don't open it, it's a trap. Oh no, it's a trap. Some people call them PJs. Some people call them jammies. They can come embroidered with big money and no whammies. They can have 100 tiny commander pajamas. But no matter how they look, just keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep on wearing those pajamas. Keep wearing those pajamas. I know we're having fun. Keep wearing those pajamas. And now the song is done.